I'm Jeff Philbin. Don't touch that dial. Unless it's the dial on the oven, you get permission. You can touch that one. In fact, no spoilers, but you're gonna want to preheat it to 375 because today we're bringing you the ultimate oven-baked meatball recipe and serve it with a salad. What? What? Joining me in the Dinner DeeAs kitchen today is Deborah Ogston, co-owner of OG Italian on Davis Island in Tampa. Welcome to the Dinner DeeAs kitchen, my friend.
Thank you. Good to be here. Thank you so much.
Today's going to be a lot of fun because OG's meatballs are unique because they appear on the menu in the salad section. And Deb is sharing how she makes them in what OG describes as a surprisingly amazing pairing. Meatballs, salad section on the menu. Sometimes they just don't kind of mix.
Nobody's more surprised than I am in how good this is.
Okay.
It was suggested by somebody who came from New York and thought that it would be a really great ad and convinced us to give it a try. And I begrudgingly said, fine, I don't think this is going to work. Took one bite and said, oh yeah, this is a game changer.
So where everyone was zigging and saying it's spaghetti and meatballs, you're zagging and going, no, it's spaghetti and salad.
Spaghetti and salad. We also do a mean spaghetti and meatball. So if you're a traditionalist, we got you covered there. We also can do a meatball sub. But
I love it. And the reaction by your guests and customers has been just
same thing.
Pure love.
Yeah, when they get it as a if they ask a server what they're in the mood for and say, are you looking for something heavier or lighter? You say lighter. The OG meatball salad, you get that same reaction, which is just try it.
Just try it. All right, so let's try it. What do we need to do to get this started?
Okay, we're going to start with the meatballs.
Okay.
So, and one of the ingredients that we use that's a bit of a surprise is our main ingredient. One of our main ingredients is zucchini.
Now, you hear sometimes as a parent, hey, we hide vegetables inside a certain dish, so that way then it's like, hey, you're eating your greens and whatnot. But is there a purpose behind having this for not just a kid, but for an adult?
Yeah, that's a little bit of a bonus, I guess. But the reason that they're in there is not to make a healthier meatball. It really is it brings moisture and a really neutral flavor. You can't taste, you don't bite into it and go, oh, it's a veggie meatball.
Yeah.
It's clearly not, but it does add a really nice flavor, which you'll experience shortly.
I love it. All right, so what do we need to do then?
So what we're going to do first is we're just going to grate half a zucchini.
Okay.
And it probably could have.
So
I'm just going to do it right
prepping,
over here.
Just no peeling, just straight up, just
straight up.
Cut it in half. Get your box grater, and just start grating away.
Grate away the zucchini. And about half. So it doesn't. What we've done is this recipe is for a serving of 4. We're going to make 8 meatballs. So again, about half a zucchini. So I'd say that looks.
So it's still Italian without any of the carbs.
A little carbs. We're going to add a little panko in there as well.
Just a little bit out. All right.
And then what we want to do is just get a lot of that moisture out of there. So we're just going to.
And this is an important step, is making sure you get some paper towels and just really be able to squeeze out all of that natural moisture out of it. It's like the perfect balance. It's like making sure that they're not going to be super wet, but then also not super dry. It's just right.
Just right.
Okay.
There we go. So we'll start by just adding that right into the bowl there.
Okay.
I'm going to get this out of the way.
And what else goes into the OG meatballs?
Then what we're going to do is we're going to add our pork and our ground beef.
Okay. Very good. I'm going to put some gloves on for that part here. All right, so we've got the ground pork over here.
Ground pork.
Okay. And then you say we've got ground beef over here.
Ground beef.
Okay. And what are we trying to do? We're just trying to bring
We're
all
gonna
these flavors just
bring it
together, all of these
together,
meats, all of the...
And I'm going to toss in just, we've got the recipe coming up on the website, but there's your parsley in
Okay.
there. And then we're going to add 1 egg yolk.
To make these meatballs for dinner tonight, just grab Deb's recipe at our website, dinnerdeas.com. If you have your phone, here's how to find us with the QR code everyone talks about. It's that box in the corner of the screen. You just open the camera app. That's all. It's nothing fancy. Just point at the TV, and when your camera recognizes it, a link appears right on your screen. Press it, and it takes you right to us. All right.
Okay, then we're going to add our seasoning. So we've just got your salt,
Okay.
pepper, good amount of garlic.
Nice. And that's just
And
raw garlic.
Just raw garlic.
Okay.
And then just enough panko to hold it together.
It's simple.
Simple.
Now, did
Something you can do with the kids.
That's the cool thing. Is
Yeah,
like, you know,
it's-
you can bring anybody out to have as much fun as they want to be able to have. From the grating of the zucchini first to now bringing our beef with our pork with all the other ingredients. And now, did I make this right? Like,
That
does
looks
it look
perfect.
good? So you think this is a good time also to bring another kid into the mix? Because now they can start forming that.
Now we're going to start forming.
Okay.
So this recipe is set for about 8
Okay.
meatballs. So I think they're about 5 ounces each.
Okay.
And so we'll just
So then-
divide that in half, and we'll just keep splitting it up and make about 8 softball size.
Okay.
Gloves on.
I'm going to bring this over here because then we've got our tray here. All right. And then we just got to spray it just a little bit. You like to add a little bit?
A little bit of spray on the bottom.
Okay.
When you're making it at home, yeah.
All right, so I'm going to take this half here. You take that half, and we're
Okay.
going for, what about, yay big here? A little bit more, a little bit less?
That looks good.
All right. There is
We
something,
can adjust back and forth
you know, and the fun thing about, like, when you're forming meatballs is that there's something just kind of calming, you know? It's just like...
very zen. It's a zen moment in the kitchen.
It's so zen. That's true. I mean, like, it's just kind of a calming period to just bring family, your friends. And then these are going to go into the oven, 375 for...
About 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Right. Got one more in there.
We got 9, so they're a little smaller. Again, whatever works.
Well, we got tic-tac-toe, 3 in a row. We can just really start making some lines right
Perfect.
there for it there. So you want to play with that part?
Let's go.
Well, the meatball part of the meatball salad is done. And when we come back, Deb shares her restaurant recipes for a salad dressing that Yelp reviewers have called outstanding. Ahead on Dinner DeeAs. Welcome back to Dinner DeeAs. On the menu today, meatballs, and sharing how she makes them at her Italian restaurant, OG, is owner Deb Austin. We're serving them up, brace yourselves, in a salad of all things. Before the break, we started our meatballs with an unusual but key ingredient, zucchini. We grate it and squeezed out the water from it, then combined it with pork, beef, egg yolks to hold it all together, a little garlic, parsley, and some panko breadcrumbs, salt and pepper. Then we rolled them all up, got them on a baking sheet, and they're over in the oven finishing up, which means we're moving on to the salad half of this crazy pairing.
Absolutely.
Starting with a dressing, though, that Yelp reviewers absolutely rave about.
Yeah, and the OG meatball salad just would not be the same without this salad dressing. This is our house salad.
So you're kind of going to get like the best of both worlds then. You get all of the richness, the indulgence of the meatballs, and let's go ahead with these ingredients. Like,
Okay, so
balance it all out.
So we start with an extra virgin olive oil.
Okay.
And then it's about a 1 to 1/2 ratio. White balsamic vinegar.
White balsamic vinegar. So you do have this whole like juxtapositions of flavors with the meatballs
Yep.
mixing with this salad. Okay, I can see where your Yelp reviewers are going with this.
So then we'll add, again, it's Italian, so you can't have enough garlic.
Yeah, exactly. You and like what, for making sure Dracula's not coming to the table next?
Absolutely.
All right.
And then we're going to add honey for a little bit of sweetness. You can use sugar.
Okay.
I'm using honey here. And then the seasoning is pretty simple. It's oregano, sage,
Okay.
and just a little bit of salt to bring out the flavor.
Love it. Very simple, very easy.
Very simple.
And very accessible ingredients.
Yeah, that's everything you can get at your grocery store. And then we just... Voila.
And the immersion blender is your friend in this recipe. it looks like.
Love the immersion blenders,
Oh.
yes.
Taste. Come on now.
There you go.
Come on now. That's okay. So that's going to make it, because that is absolutely fantastic. To make this meal for your dinner, just grab the recipe from our website, dinnerdeas.com, or follow along right now on your phone while you watch by scanning the QR code. Now, I'm already getting kind of like excited, I'm getting kind of giddy because I'm like, those flavors, that meatball, like I can see where we're going with this one here.
Yes,
You think they might be ready?
surprisingly, I think they're about ready.
All right.
We'll give them a test.
Oh, look at these. Now these look beautiful, but
There
you
we
check
go.
by temperature.
We'll give it a shot.
What are we looking for here?
160,
Okay.
and we are right there.
Right there?
We're actually over that, but they're pretty forgiving.
Oh, fantastic. Now,
I think
these are
we're
just-
ready to go.
They're ready to go, but we're going to let them rest.
We're gonna let them rest.
I'm going to resist all temptation to just go reach for just that one
Yeah,
that
yeah.
is just ready to go. But no, we're gonna rest. We're gonna let those wait here. Because like, okay, so you got the meatballs for a salad, very light, very healthy, very unique. But what about for the carb fans? What about those that are like, hey, carbs?
We're ready to go for the next segment.
Okay.
We'll bring out the spaghetti and meatballs.
Okay.
With the,
All right. So we
with the
get a little
marinara.
bit of everybody. So can I help you here with your setting?
Please, that would be great.
So we're just going to salt our water here, and then we have just a little bit of some pasta.
There we go.
Oh. Plates at the ready for when we come back and make our meatballs into two very different ideas for dinner ahead on Dinner Diaz. Welcome back to Dinner Diaz. We're making meatballs today with Deb Oxton from Italian restaurant OG in Davis Island. And she's serving them virtually carb-free as a meatball salad, plus straight up for those that love the spaghetti too. Before the break, Deb shared her salad dressing recipe, mixing olive oil, white balsamic vinegar, oregano, sage, honey, salt, and garlic. Then we got our meatballs from the oven and let them rest while we got some spaghetti on to cook, just to prove you could eat the traditional way too.
Absolutely.
All right, now we've already drained this, ready to go, and I'm just gonna help you here. I'm gonna get this right out. All right.
Okay, so we'll just toss that.
Okay, and you like to add just a little bit of sauce too.
I do like to.
Okay.
Just a little bit to.
Get a little movement behind it all.
There you go.
And
Maybe
then
just a little bit more sauce.
just a little bit more sauce. And you can use your favorite marinara sauce.
Absolutely.
for this
So
one here.
what we're using here is our house-made marinara.
Mm-hmm.
So OG does mean today in Italian, which I think you knew. But most of our ingredients, everything that we serve at the restaurant is almost all made from scratch in-house. So We make our own mozzarella that's pulled almost every day. The marinara is made in-house. There's very, very little that comes out of a jar.
I love it.
So, and again, for the OG salad, for any of these recipes, clearly you can use your own, whatever your favorite sauce is, and we do offer that if you're interested as well. So let's get that out of the way. There we go. So we'll just start with a little bit of that. And then, so for the salad, the OG salad is really, really simple.
Okay.
Again, the flavor of the dressing is really what we want to come through.
Okay.
So it's fresh romaine, it's fresh arugula. We put a little bit of grana padano in there just to give it a little of that saltiness. Grana is a lovely cheese. You could always use probably a fresh grated Parmesan as well. We'll just mix that up. Then we're just going to toss in
a beautiful dressing we just made.
A little bit of the salad dressing.
To make the meatballs like we've just done, grab Deb's recipe at dinnerdeas.com. It's there for you, ready to print with all the ingredients and the amounts. Just scan the QR code down there to find us.
Good. That way, so we've got...
That's a healthy portion of a salad there, too.
Salad dressing, yeah. So we've got the classic comfort food of spaghetti and meatballs.
Okay.
The nouveau classic comfort food of the OG meatball salad. And then we'll just toss all of that. Top that off again.
Oh, nice.
The mixture of the marinara again with
the salad there too.
With the salad is again
burst of
unexpected, but again a very great burst of flavor. And then of course you just top it off with a little bit of your grated parm and just a little bit of parsley.
Oh, the finishing touch.
The finishing touch.
If you make these with or without the carbs, take a photo so we can all see how they turned out. I bet it's going to be amazing. And you can find us at facebook.com/DeeAs and message us. That's what Lisa did. Hi, Lisa. She's watching us in Apollo Beach. Lisa saw our visit with Dr. Anya Saghetti and made her recipe for a sweet potato and cauliflower taco bowl. She told us, I modified it to Brussels sprouts, broccoli, red and orange peppers, and red cabbage served over rice cauliflower with a side of mojito lime chicken. Amazing, Lisa. That looks really cool. And you had your own fun bringing your own ingredients and making your dish out of it. You had a dinner dia right there, and I love that. Just like this. A dinner dia right here. Who would think meatball, salad, they go together? But when we come back, we're taking this unlikely pairing of salad and meatballs for a spin ahead on Dinner Dias. Welcome back to Dinner Dias. It's National Meatball Day. No, it's not. That's actually in March, but it might as well be today because we've been celebrating the meatball with Deb Oxton, owner of OG Italian in Davis Island, and she shared her meatball recipe, including sneaking a little zucchini in there just to stop them from drying out. Serve them up, with spaghetti, but also a salad.
There we go.
I mean, get the best of both worlds. Where do you want to start off here? Go straight in with this meatball over here on the spaghetti?
Yeah.
All right, we're going traditional here.
Bon appetit.
Bon appetit is right. You get all the flavor from the beef. You get all the flavor from the pork, that little bit of succulence that you want from it there. But you get the moisture from the zucchini. I mean,
it's a secret ingredient.
It just brings it all.
Well, not so secret anymore, but it was a secret ingredient.
It was a secret. So what do you think? I mean, you just shared your secret with the world here. What's your feeling for it?
No, listen, I think, food, or my daughter has said that food is our love language in our family.
Okay.
And so it's all about enjoying good food, sharing recipes, sharing with friends. So
I love that because I can speak that language with you because food is the language of love. It's what brings everyone together, and it gives you the opportunity to break the norms, to break what you think is the routine of just saying, oh yeah, meatballs, you can only have it with spaghetti. You don't need to. I mean, look at this. We have literally spaghetti and salad.
So now give that a shot.
All right, so I'm gonna go a little bit of the meatball, and then I'm going to really kind of get a little bit of what we had here with that salad dressing too, because I wanna see what everyone's been raving about. Okay.
That's what we're going for.
It's unique because it's not what you're expecting. But then when you think, oh, I got that ground up on that right there. Okay, that's really good. Because like what you get is a burst of pepperiness with the arugula, okay, already. You have that being kind of a base, but then you have this juxtaposition right now with this meatball, this salad dressing that's got just that little burst of acid, little sweetness behind it because of the honey, but it's not like one's overpowering the other. They actually really do work together because that you find a way to make it fit.
Right. And you know, I guess what I love about it is really good food doesn't have to be complicated.
It changed the game. You just literally are also bringing cats and dogs to be friends together with this one. Thanks again to Deb Oxton. Find a link to OG and their Spritz Bar Buchetta, which is also pet friendly too, or the whole concept too. So cats and dogs do get along there.
Kid friendly, pet friendly.
Everyone friendly.
Everyone friendly.
And you can find more at dinnerdeas.com, which of course is where to grab Deb's meatball recipe. I'm Jeff Philbin. Thanks for watching and see you next time for more Dinner Deas.